So we celebrate Hanukkah by kindling the menorah every night. But that's not only what we do on Hanukkah. Hanukkah is also a time to eat. The closest place to the heart is the stomach. So what foods do we eat on Hanukkah? And why do we eat these foods on Hanukkah? So one of the most popular foods that we do eat on Hanukkah are sufganiyot. That's in Hebrew, known as donuts. If you were to ever to be in Israel, which is ground zero for Hanukkah, that's where the miracle happened, there are so many different styles and types of donuts. They're all delicious. But one thing they have in common, why donuts? It's because they are deep fried in oil. Oil is the celebration of Hanukkah. That when we finally won the war, the Battle of Hanukkah against the Assyrian Greeks, and we entered the temple, and we found the menorah, the candelabra in the Holy Temple, and we wanted to kindle it. There was only one jug of oil that had the seal in it, and that jug of oil lasted 8 days. To commemorate this miracle, we tend to eat foods that are deep fried. And donuts became the staple food of Hanukkah. So there's no real religious obligation, such as eating matzah on Passover. It's a tradition, and traditions are beautiful. Another tradition is on Hanukkah to eat dairy food, to eat cheese. Where did that come from? Well, there's a story which is not very well populated, not very well known, unless you have studied the book of Judith. So Judith, before the victory, was very concerned of the morale, the spirit, and the faith of the Jewish people at the time. She felt that they didn't really feel that they're going to be victorious. So she decided to take things in her own hand. And Judith took 2 of her maidservants. She breached the wall of Jerusalem and made it to the enemy camp. And she found her way to the enemy general. And she found favor in his eyes, so much so that he invited her to his private tent. Then she fed him some very salty cheese, some dairy products, which he got very thirsty, and he wanted to drink. So she fed him a lot of wine, got him intoxicated. And then she decapitated the general, took the head, snuck back into Jerusalem, and put the head on a stick, so the enemy should see that the general is dead and defeated. And they dispersed after seeing that. And for the Jewish people, when they saw that, they took a sigh of relief that the enemy has dispersed. And that was the beginning of the victory. So Judith is truly a great hero, a Jewish woman who took matters in her own hand to bring victory, to begin the victory of Hanukkah. So in her tradition, we eat dairy. There's also the tradition to eat chocolate coins. Well, it's chocolate that we eat, not the coins. And that comes from the tradition that on Hanukkah we give gifts. We give what's called Hanukkah geld. We give money to our loved ones or other types of gifts. It's just to add on to the celebrations. So for children, which they can't do much with coins, we give them chocolate coins. So these are the traditional foods that we eat on Hanukkah. Anything in deep fried. I guess French fries has not become something that we do in Hanukkah, but primarily it is the donuts that makes Hanukkah Hanukkah. So Hanukkah is a time of festivities. Hanukkah is time of happiness, times of recognition of the miracles that God has done for us those days and in these days. One of the other foods that we do, instead of French fries, it's called Latkes. Latkes are potato pancakes. Potato pancakes, you take basically some good golden Yukon potatoes, you shred them, add some eggs, and mix them together, and then you fry them in little patties, in potato patties. A good suggestion is to always put a carrot in the frying pan. This is a secret. that you'll find that the potatoes will never burn. As long as you have a carrot in the frying oil, the potato pancakes will not burn. This is another way, another beautiful food that we eat in Hanukkah is potato latkes, potato pancakes. It's the same concept. It's not the potato part, but it's the oil part. So the foods that we basically eat in Hanukkah are donuts, latkes, and dairy foods. These are the foods, what we eat in Hanukkah. And once again, it's not an obligation, but it's a tradition. As we say in Fiddle on the Roof, tradition, tradition. It's good to have a tradition because this tradition we carry on from generation to generation. So you do your part. Bring a Hanukkah spirit to your home. Find the candelabra, find the Hanukkah, a menorah, and make this year be the year that you light candles. So much light will push away all the darkness. Happy Hanukkah. God bless you. God loves you.